Thank you guys for checking us out here on Hunt Athletic FC, our YouTube channel. I know it's kind of funny, a soccer team YouTube channel is showing some videos about a car thermostat replacement, but trying to flip some cars so that we can be able to afford a semi-pro soccer team. On today's video, we will be looking at a 2015 Chevy Cruze. So this car I bought it a couple of weeks ago and noticed some issues with the thermostat. So while you're driving, the temperature sensor on the dashboard just suddenly goes to zero, and I'm wondering, whoa, what's going on here? So figured let's go ahead and replace it. So on your screen, you're seeing me just kind of showing you what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to replace, and the tools that I'll be using. The bolts on the thermostat housing with the thermostat itself. Thermostat comes with the housing, about 10 millimeters. Um, Whatever the size is, number 10, the small one. So what I did was I decided to go ahead and get my tools together, check out where the housing was located, check out the bolts, where the bolts are located, check out the hose. So I've got needle nose plier right there to kind of pin the hose and get it out. There are some connections that go to the engine from the thermostats and temperature sensors. One goes directly right there to the engine. Other one goes behind the engine. Another one goes where the spark plugs and ignition coils are. So just checking those out, making sure I familiarize myself. It's the first time I had to take a thermostat out of a Chevy Cruze. Use this big needle nose plier, accidentally broke a little piece. Um, Pissed me off, but if you ever work on cars, you know that nothing ever goes perfect. So decided, hey, screw it. Took off the hose with the needle nose, give myself some space. Um, I wish I took a better picture there. I kind of left it there. Well, anyways, flipped all the way to the end. It's got four bolts, took out the old one. That's what the new one looks like. Got it off Amazon. Wanted to really buy it from O'Reilly. I love using O'Reilly's. They're a lot more affordable. But Amazon, that thermostat was 14 bucks on Amazon. O'Reilly's wanted 89 bucks. I mean, you do the math. There it is again, showing you guys that. Wanted to show like, the full video, but don't have some good equipment to show some of these videos. So kind of, you know, doing it the broke way. But there it is, what it looks like going in. There's this sensor right there. The old one was straight up just busted. But I mean, I had to replace it. I'm glad I replaced it, avoid overheating. Every time I take off anything on a car to make sure that I have everything together, uh, for just ease of replacement. If you're a mechanic, I'm sure you don't really need to know this. You just know it intrinsically. Uh, but if you're just looking at this video, trying to see if you can get the same thing done, yeah, always have everything together. All right, see, okay, putting back the connections. Took my gloves off just kind of to road dog this. My hands are not as dirty though because I had those gloves on, which really helped. All right, so just looking at the engine bay there, got some hoses, putting back. Wish I had a better camera angle. I'm just basically getting my tools together, looking back at what I did, really putting it all back together, was just a reverse work of what I originally did when I put it all together. So had it all in, make sure the connections are good, make sure that the hoses back connected. We use the same little nose, so just kind of get that one back in there. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and get the battery reconnected. All right, battery's reconnected. I'm back in the car. That if you look at the temperature sensor right there, it just straight up just going to the C, sitting at zero. So just started the car. It's low mileage on this car, by the way. Got it some really good mileage. Need to get some gas, just below a quarter there. I was hoping it would immediately go up, but it's the since I just replaced the refrigerant, it's gonna run around. Took the car outside, see if there's any leaks. You see that little drops over there of water. That's just the coolant that spilled over whenever I initially poured it back. Went over there to see if there's more dropping. There's no more coolant dropping there. So we pretty good. Hoses are tight. Car's looking good. going back in now to see if the thermostat is working really to see if the temperature is working. Boom, right? When I turned on the car, it was straight up at zero. Now it's moving up. The thermostat that we replaced did the job. So I'm really glad I was able to kind of get this back on, get this together. If you're having a problem with a car, and it turns out to be a thermostat. Just go ahead and replace it. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that teaches you how to get it done. Appreciate you guys, and please support Hunt Athletic Football Club out here in Greenwood, Texas.